Well, the day before Donald Trump's historic day, former NFL star and Hall of Famer Jim Brown will be hosting a pre-inauguration day party that will benefit Brown's Amer I Can Foundation. Joining us right now to talk about the event is Jim Brown himself here on set. Jim, it's great to see you.
Well, it's great to be here with all of you.
Thank you so much for joining us. We're honored. And what made you want to throw this party for the president-elect?
Well, we want to raise funds. And it's an ideal time, and his people gave us the olive branch, and we're taking advantage of it because the more money that we can raise, the more youngsters in any city that we can educate. And one of my main goals in life is to look at those individuals in these poor communities across the country that nobody is talking about. But we're raising money, and we pay the salaries for them to become the professors of life management skills, which the key is that life management skills teaches you to take responsibility for your own actions. And when a person gets to that point, you can help them.
What's the most important thing you can do to help these people? I mean, you know, it's a heartbreak when you see what's happening in Chicago, when you look at our inner cities, the poverty. What do you think is most important to move the needle on that?
I think you teach people that you're in a country that if you apply your intelligence and if you educate yourself, you can succeed as an individual. The masses of people don't really know that, and so they have expectations to be delivered. And in this world, nobody's going to deliver you. You have to initiate that yourself, and then like-minded people will help you.
Hey, Jim, this party kind of that you're having, this pre-inauguration party, it kind of speaks to what people could do and should do who are upset that Donald Trump won the election. It's your own effort, initiative, and what you can give back individually rather than being upset about your candidate losing, right?
Well, I think what you're saying is brilliant. You should be my publicity person. Oh, you're absolutely right. It's obvious that we can complain, talk about what didn't happen. But we had a fair election. The people did not get the vote out who lost. Donald Trump applied a certain kind of genius and became president-elect. Now, those of us who feel that the country is first and helping people is first, we work with him because he believes in jobs. The inner city needs jobs. Poor people need jobs. He believes in education. These are the things that we want to get to the people. The politics of that is not my concern. So I don't get involved with Republican, Democrats in that sense, but I deal with poor people, African Americans that need a fair shot at making a decent living. So it's a no-brainer that, you know, as far as I'm concerned, the president-elect reached out, and I believe in certain aspects of what he believes. And one of the main things is that he believes as a businessman in making jobs for people in this country.
Yeah. Let me ask you, we've been talking about the pardons and the commutations this morning that President Obama instituted yesterday. Baseball Hall of Famer Willie McCovey was one of an additional 64 pardoned yesterday by President Obama. He previously admitted that he knowingly failed to report $70,000 earned from autographs and in memorabilia shows between 1988 and 1990. What do you make of Obama's pardoning?
Well, you know what's so interesting? I always talk to my wife, who is a great humanitarian, and I tell her, you know, babe, I never played quarterback in the National Football League. I was a running back. Now, that translates to I don't address every issue.
You don't want to talk about it.
Because I don't have
That's a very elegant way to say it, Jim.
To answer every
you don't want to go there. And that's your problem.
And you were a damn fine running back, if I recall. So, Jim, you and Ray Lewis and the National Diversity Coalition had this meeting with President-elect Trump. It seems that you're very optimistic. You're right. He did make revitalizing the inner city, tackling poverty in a way that a lot of Republicans don't necessarily address that the same exact way. You have Paul Ryan, our speaker, also caring a lot about this issue. How optimistic are you that things can change with this new administration and working with Congress?
I'm very, very, very optimistic. You know what's interesting? You know, people talk about Republicans and Democrats. I always said that Republicans tell you, look, you got to get off your butt and apply yourself. We're not going to give you any handouts. I don't mind that philosophy because I believe that people have to get off their butts and apply themselves, and then they can be helped. We have to have an economy that is workable through using certain principles. So, you know, I'm a funny kind of person. The Washington Post once wrote about me that they didn't know if I was Republican, Democrat, or what I was because of my views. But I try to have views that are helpful for the people and the betterment of other people, because at 81 years old, I'm going on 81, what do I want?
Wow.
If I can make a contribution, that's what I want to do.
You look great,
You
man.
look awesome.
You look
Yeah.
fantastic.
Yeah.
Well, thank you. This is very uplifting.
So one big thing we should expect from the big party.
Say that again?
From your party, what should we expect?
We will have some great human beings that will reach into their pocketbooks and help these young individuals that we're training in these ghettos make a living teaching life management skills. And that is not bad because the private donation will give us the flexibility to apply to the people we want to get in the mix. And very few people are letting these individuals get into the mix.
Fantastic. Thank you for doing that, and congratulations to you, Jim Brown. Thank you very much for joining us. Love having you.